that. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over all of my Rainbow Six Siege settings, my sensitivity, my attachments, loadouts, all of that stuff in this video. So definitely stick around. This is going to be a good one today. I've been wanting to show you guys this stuff, and I think it's the perfect time now with the new season, Operation Commanding Force. So first, we're going to start on the settings. Let's not wait any longer to get in. None of this stuff really matters. I have this off. It's that thing on the bottom of the screen there. I have 60 FPS only because I'm old gen, so it doesn't really matter to me. Drone after prep, this is the most important thing here. You want to have that to manual. I also have this on to cycle through the camera groups faster. I feel like that's really useful. You want this on though so you don't like get booted off your drone, you know? Like right when the prep phase ends. HUD. You guys could probably tell I have my health set off. I know that's probably weird. I feel like it distracts me from the game more so than anything, so I've just always had it off for the longest time. It doesn't really matter too much though. I don't think it's going to make a difference. You can just look at the top and see your health anyway, right? I feel like it makes me play like less aggressive and more passive when I'm not really wanting to. Teammate gamer tag also off. Everything else is on in here, I'm pretty sure. This is just distracting as well. Never had that on playing this game. Audio stuff doesn't really matter too much. I have night mode on. I feel like that's the best. Hi-fi is not bad either. I don't really think this matters much either though. Field of view, this is an important thing. I have a 90. I feel like anything above 74, 75 is good. If you're below that, you're throwing. Like if you're using 60 FOV, I've seen so many players use 60 FOV. Like when I spectate after I'm dead and around, so many people are, and it annoys me so much. Like, why are you throwing? It's so much better to have a higher FOV in this game. Like you can't see anything on 60. That was so bad before they changed the FOV stuff around. I'm so glad they fixed that a while back. I have these on 90, doesn't really matter. My brightness is on 65. I go back between 60 and 65. I feel like anything higher would hurt your eyes, and then any lower you can't really see anything, so this is perfect for me. It's all personal preference though at the end of the day. Just like the stuff I'm about to talk about, the sensitivity. This is why you're here probably. If you want to get insane with your aim and recoil just like I am in the intro clip. You probably noticed like I have an insane shot or a really good shot at the start of all of my videos too. And I do that for a reason. I do have some pretty insane aim, not gonna lie. Okay, enough bragging though. 35 vertical recoil, I've always used this really, 35 to 40. I feel like that's a sweet spot. It doesn't have to be as high as the horizontal because you're not really like looking up and down as much as left and right, you know? Also classic for this, I've never tried the other one. I've been playing since like year 2 of this game, so no reason really. 12 left stick because I have stick drift. You want these as low as possible though. You should never have your right above 5 for sure. I feel like 12 makes it harder for me to quick peek, but that's why I have my own quick peek anyway. I have the Illume peek where I like on ADS a little bit. You probably see me do that before. I'll show you guys my movement and stuff again after I go through all these. I didn't even know this was a thing here. Controller ADS though, let's see. I use 30 for my 1X, that's the lowest by far. I feel like when you're on 1X, you don't want to be like flicking all around anyway, right? Then it gets higher, 1.5, I have a 39, 43. Then I just go up by 2, and these are higher, of course. I think 12 is like Callie's super zoomed in sight that I don't use anyway. And I think this is her other sight. And maybe this is Glass, and then this is that DMR scope. I don't really use anything up from 3x though, so it doesn't matter too much to me. And yeah, I don't use the advanced options. You can probably mess around with this, it'll help you, but I feel good with what I have. I use yellow optic color. I feel like this is really bright and easy to see in the middle of your screen, but it's all personal preference again. I used to use white. I used to use like the aqua teal ones. It doesn't matter. You definitely want your screen shake off. That's really annoying when you're getting like cluster charged or C4 or something. It's so annoying. I use blue for opposing team color gadgets. I think it's easier to see them that way. Like your eyes will respond to blue faster than like orange or red because they blend in with the map more, I feel like. That's just me though. I don't really see many people doing that, but I think it's really good to do. And that's all the settings. So we can start with the attachments now. So I'm going to go through everybody on attack, then I'll go through the defenders after. So sledge. For scopes, okay, you always want to use the 1.5 times if it's available. Especially if it's like the highest zoom one. It's like the best sight in the game, 100%. You're throwing if you're not using the 1.5 on sledge and mostly every operator. For barrel, let me get off sledge really fast. I'm going to go to like IQ. She has all the barrels. So for flash hider, it's going to help you most with vertical recoil. Compensator is going to help you most with horizontal, like left and right. Especially this season, they upped it to 35% for the increase instead of 15, so it's really good now. Muzzle is going to help with like one tapping and stuff like that. Like DMR's muzzle break's good. Suppressor is going to make it so they don't know where you're shooting from, and it has no damage drop off now, of course. And then extended is going to just buff the damage, which is really good now. IQ I use extended barrel on because she has 54 damage. It's insane. You're always going to want to use extended barrel if the gun doesn't have much recoil, in your opinion. I feel like IQ doesn't for sure, so easy extended barrel on that. You always want to run one of these if they have no recoil, because these help with recoil, these just help with other stuff. I really like the suppressor too, but I'm going to go with extended for her. So that's the reasoning for my barrel choices. For grips as well, I think angled helps with horizontal recoil a little bit more. Obviously it helps with accelerating the transition between hipfire and ADS, as it says. And this says it reduces speed at which the muzzle moves upwards. Yeah, it's basically like vertical, and this is horizontal, I think. It used to just be like if ADS faster. Now it's very minimal. It's still ADS is faster for sure. That's why I use it on sledge. If the gun has no recoil, use angled. If it has recoil, use vertical. That's my reasoning for that one. And I never really use lasers. It gives your position away, so don't bother with that in my opinion. Pistols, you can use the laser though. They're going to know where you are if you're using your pistol, trust me. That's why you might as well just have muzzle instead of suppressor on it. Thatcher, same thing, exactly. Ash, I like using the G3 over the R4C. What is this? I don't know what's on my R4C. If I was using this gun, I'd probably use extended barrel with a vertical grip, like that. It does 44 damage, so it's going to be a 3-shot at all times. It's pretty good, but I just like having the 1.5, and I like suppressor angled on this gun. It has like no recoil still. Just try it yourself. And you ADS really quick. Thermite, this is one of the rare ones I pick ACOG, but you can't go wrong with 1.5 or 2x still. These are all good sights. I just like ACOG on like Thermite and Habana and Fuse's AK, because when you're playing those kind of operators, you're going to be more support anyway, and you're going to be holding long angles, I feel like, you know, so I'd recommend the ACOG on those. That's just my opinion on it. For Twitch, you definitely want the flash hider, lots of vertical. Montaigne, obviously, the pistol with a laser. Glass, you're going to be tapping people, so muzzle. Fuse, yeah, 2.5, like I said. You can't go wrong with 1.5 either, though, or 2x. All really good. Blitz, same with Montaigne. IQ, I already showed you. Buck, I use extended. Sometimes I'll use a flash hider, though. He does have quite a bit of recoil compared to other ops, but it's still not much to me, so I use extended. And you also want to use the Gon 6 on Buck for sure. A lot of people don't even know he has it. It was a recent thing. Blackbeard, never use Blackbeard. Capitao, use extended on him too. 54 damage, just like IQ. It's insane. Angle grip, because he has like no recoil vertically. Habana, just like I said, 2.5. She's like my favorite ACOG to use, the only one I really use anymore. I don't really play Thermite or Fuse, but I do play a lot of Habana, especially on like Clubhouse. She's really good for that Rafters angle on Garage. And the bearing, I like using the Hollow A with a flash hider again for that. Lots of vertical kick. Jackal, I don't really play too much. He's always banned, but the PDW is insane. You can't go wrong with the C7 either, though. Both really good choices. Extended barrel on that for the damage. For Ying, I use 1.5 compensator. I also use angle grip, I think, but maybe not since I have vert on. I don't really play Ying too much, though. I should. She's really good. Oh, for Zofia, she's the one from the intro. You probably think I'm an idiot for using angle grip, but I think she has like no recoil anyway. With a flash hider especially, that takes away like the vert recoil, and this takes away more of the horizontal recoil, and she ADSs faster with this. And I have a great skin, so bonus points for me. For Dokkaebi, like I said, muzzle for DMRs, angled because she has like no recoil on it with that. And I like Hollow A on the SMG-12 too. You can run a laser on that if you want, since you're going to be whipping it out at the weirdest times, because it's Dokkaebi. For line, angle grip, not much recoil, but I still use flash hider. If he had an extended barrel, he'd be a prime candidate for that. Gone 6, of course. Finka, I actually use the LMG. I've been trying it this season, and it's really good with a compensator buff. Run a vertical grip on it, 1.5, and you kind of have old Finka back, which is scary. She is really good. Don't know what this attachment is I have on here. Use a Gone 6 for sure. She's really good for rushing, especially with the stun. Smokes are good too, though. For Maverick, I use 2x extended barrel angle grip. This is pretty much like the old Ash ACOG, like the R4C. Like with a 2x extended barrel, 50 damage. It's insane. And then an angle grip too. This is like better than Ash ACOG from the past. Maverick has like one of the most insane guns in the game. Nomad, I use 1.5 flash vert. Just a chill loadout. Usually hold angles with her. Gridlock, this gun's insane too. It's very underrated. She has an extended barrel on it, no recoil, so you might as well. Honestly, you could run angled too because it doesn't have much recoil. It's up to you though. Gone 6 on her with the smokes. You can also run shotgun. Both choices are good. Nook's one of my favorite attackers recently. I use the suppressor on her just for the stealth factor. I feel like she doesn't have much recoil either way. You can't go wrong with extended either though, like I said. Either one's good. Amaru, I feel like this is weird too, but I run angle grip on her. Like if you can control the recoil, this gun is actually insane. It ADS is decently fast with angled. Flash hider helps vert. And then the 1.5 is insane. ACOG's really good on her too. Right now I just like the 1.5 more on it. SMG, that's my attachments for that when we get on defense. For Callie, I don't really play her. There's not much you can do. Yana, same thing as the Ash. Suppressor angled on the G3. She's really good too with the nades. 8K, I like running the angled now. Again, just ADS is a little bit faster and it helps the horizontal recoil out. I feel like there's more horizontal recoil on console. Like PC, there's a lot of vert, but on console, there's a lot more horizontal. So compensator is really good. Or angle grips. As you can see, I have an angle grip on 0. I go back and forth between using angled and flash, and then extended and vert. Like that. This is really good too. I think I'm going to leave this on for now. You can even run angled with the extended barrel. I'll just leave it like that for now. 2.0 scope for him. I go back and forth between these two. He's been one of my favorite operators recently too on attacks. So good for solo queue especially. You have a Gone 6, you have Claymores or the hard breaches. You have 4 cameras that are silent now pretty much. And an insane gun with a 2x. Yeah. Flores is really good too. That's what I ride on him. Osa, I use the PDW just like Jackal. And I pretty much always run the EMPs for the team. Sens, this gun's pretty good now. I don't know why I have a muzzle brake on though. That's weird. I'd recommend flash or compensator on this. Extended is not bad too. Gone 6, Claymore hard breach as well. And Grim, last but not least. I don't know what the hell is going on with this loadout. I don't think I've ever played him, so it wasn't like set up. You want to run the 2X though, you want to run extended barrel and vertical grip. It's kind of like Mavericks in a way, and IQs mixed with a scope in that gun. And then I'd run Claymore if I'm going to play him for some reason. He's not very good though, so I don't recommend it. I just play IQ over him. That's going to do it for attackers though. Just give me 1 second and I'll go into game and show you some recoil stuff. Okay, I loaded into the game here. I'm just chilling on Oregon, I guess. I'm going to show you some recoil. Let's go like 20 meters away. That's my F2 recoil right there. You can see I have like literally 0. That's what I'm telling you, these settings are insane. Like usually you're never going to be that far away taking a gunfight anyway. Like 20 meters is a very long one. I think the longest gunfight usually for average is like 9 meters, so let's go there. And there's 9 meters, it's literally a dot, so yeah, you can't go wrong with these settings. I feel like they're really good. Also, before I jump in, big alpha pack opening coming soon, sometime in the next month or less for this season for sure. As you can see, I almost have 250,000 renown. I've only played 1 ranked match, that's why I'm copper if you're wondering. I'm probably going to play more later for more of the solo series. Go ahead and check that out too if you guys haven't already. It's really good. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me on those videos. It's been very fun playing and going through those. But anyways, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and start defense. For smoke and mute, it's going to be the same stuff. I use the M5 shotgun. I like using the Hollow C on this shotgun for some reason. I actually don't like using the laser now. I've been going back and forth, but I think it's better without the laser because it's harder to like not give away your position, you know. And then I use this setup on the SMG. Flash height or vert grip, always use this, always will. I feel like there's no need for the angled on this gun. Usually when you're playing smoke, you're not going to be playing super aggressive anyway. You want to play more passive. I use the same loadout on mute, so I'm not going to go to him. Castle and Pulse, same stuff really. I use the UMP with the extended barrel, angle grip, this should be, and the 1.5 scope, because he has like no recoil, so you should always use these attachments on this gun. 43 damage with the extended barrel. Okay, next we have Dock and Rook. Always use the 1.5 on Dock and then the 2X on Rook. Extended barrel 2, vert grip. Angle's actually a thing, I didn't even know that. I like this though, you're going to be holding longer angles with Dock usually. And it still feels like it has no recoil with extended, so I'd always do that if I were you. And then use the Bailiff, of course, on Dock that he has now. He's one of my favorite solo queue operators now. All the health you can get back, it's so good using Dock. Capcan, also another good solo queue operator I like using. I use Suppressor on him. I think I'm going to try out Extended a little bit more too, though, for the damage. I can never tell which one I like more. I'm going to use Suppressor still. I feel like I'm always lurking and flaking like a nerd when I'm using him, so I'm just going to use Suppressor so I can keep my position hidden. To make up for the recoil, I use vertical grip instead of angled. Always use 1.5 though, it's 1.5 meta, like I said earlier. Tachanka I don't really use. There's not much of a choice anyway. Jaeger, not much of a choice either. I use Barb usually, so I can cover more ground myself instead of the bulletproof. Teammates don't watch cams in solo queue especially. I think I use Flash Hider on Jaeger. Yeah, Flash Hider vert grip. I tried angled, but there's not really a point either. You're going to be holding angles on defense. That's why I use more of the vert grips. Compared to attack, I use angled. Also, check this Jaeger out. 100 out of 10 setup right there. Bandit for the MP7, I think you'd use Flash Hider. Yeah, Flash Hider is the only choice here. I use Reflex B on that one, it feels better. I don't really play Bandit anyway. Frost, one of my favorite defenders. Gonna want to use Angle Grip for sure. She has like no recoil with extended barrel for the damage and the 1.5 scope. Easy loadout there. Use the shotgun, use the shield, and you're set. For Valkyrie, I think I use the Flash Hider vert grip. Yep. And I like using the Reflex A right now. I go back and forth between that and the Hollow A. And then even the Hollow C, like the Cybertruck one. Look at this nest setup too I have. It looks so good. I've never seen anybody else with it. Okay. Cav, I don't really play. Echo, there's not much of a choice. You want to use shield when you can, but when you need rotates, use the impacts. I went over the bearing earlier. I like this sight too. This or the Hollow A. Obviously, you want 1.5 vert grip on that. Mira, I don't really play Mira too much on the Vector. I like Flash Height or vert grip, I think. Compensator's probably pretty good too now. I'll give that a try whenever I play her next. Because she does have a lot of horizontal kick, like I said earlier. Console, it's pretty much a given. This gun, I think I just use Flash Height or angle. Oh no, I use the extended now on Legion and on Oryx, that's true. With the angle grip. I feel like it has no recoil anyway, so you might as well just go for that stuff. And then next, we have Ella. Ella got a huge buff with that compensator thing, because her gun has like no left and right now with this. And vert grip especially. Reflex is good on her. I've been using a lot of Ella recently, compared to before. Vigil, I don't really play. I think I just have the Hollow A, Flash, and Vert. Oh, no, I have Suppressor on him. Ooh, Extended Barrel is going to be the move now, though, for sure. That 41 damage. I haven't played much Vigil, though, recently. He's not really the best. He doesn't really help the team much at all. He's a selfish operator, which isn't a bad thing, but yeah. Maestro I have not played for a bit either. He's kind of fallen out of the meta more. I use Vert Grip, Hollow C, Flash. If you wanted to know. Alibi I haven't really been playing either since they took the 1.5, but Hollow A, Flash, Vert. She's still pretty good with that gun. That gun's insane. Clash, I'm just going to skip. Cade, I actually like using the shotgun with a 2.0 scope and the suppressor. This has a lot of recoil maybe if you're not the most experienced player, but for me, I love it. It's a one-tap machine. I've gotten so many with this, and it's so fun to use. I love playing Cade. And I go for the C4 on him, of course. Mozzie, best gun in the game right now, the Roni. This gun is easy mode, especially for all the Zims that are on console. It's what kills me every single time. As long as they get anywhere near your head and swipe, it's going to be a kill. Extended barrel, no recoil. Vertical grip. I don't know why I have vert grip on. I don't think it really matters too much, though. Like, you can see the difference down there. If you want to get lucky headshots, just use the angle, because it's going to kick right up to the head, probably. I'm more of an angle holder, so I just use vert on that. Since I'm on defense, there's not really a point in using angled when you're on D, in my opinion. Warren, I think I use the same stuff as Valkyrie on the... Yeah, same stuff. He's good, though, with a 1.5 for sure. Always want to use the SMG instead of the pistol. Shotgun's good, too, sometimes to bring with the SMG. And the shield. You can kind of play like smoke in a way. Goyo, same thing as Mir, probably. I'm gonna put the extended barrel on there with a vert grip. I don't know why in the world I have an angled on. That's weird. I do like this gun. Well, I haven't played in a bit, but you definitely want to run extended barrel on the... Oh, it's not on the AUG. Never mind. I didn't think it was. I was thinking of the MP5 on him. I don't really use the AUG anyway. It's still really good. I do prefer this gun with the extended barrel, just like that. It has like no recoil. I don't really play wayyy that much though. Oryx, just like I said for Legion earlier, I'll show you really fast. You want 1.5 extended angle. This is also one of the best guns in the game right now. It's right up there with Mozzie. And you have proximity mines, little beepers. Lucy, I don't really play as much this season since she's slower, but she's still really good. Extended barrel on her, just like Doc and Rook. Same gun. I just like Hollow A on that one. Aruni, she's a really good operator too. S tier for sure. Really good at helping your team. I like the DMR over the Roni actually. Because again, I'm more of an angle holder. She has the 1.5. I use vert grip on her since, again, holding angles anyway. Don't need the angled as much. And muzzle for sure. One of the best operators for sure, though, Rooney. Thunderbird, I don't really play that much either. I think he used this flash vert grip on her. Yeah. She's okay, I think. Console overuses her. She's like not that good. She's alright. Thorn, I think I have the flash vert, yep. Pretty much a standard on defense, the flash height or vert grip setup. And I like the hollow A. Oh, don't know what I did there. Azami, also an S tier operator. I use hollow, flash vert again. I'm going to change that to extended actually though. That's definitely what you want to do here, just like Cap can. So just without the 1.5 because she's OP. Solus, you're going to want to run flash, or no, compensator now on her. You definitely want the compensator on her. It has a lot of left and right randomness. So I would choose that over extended barrel. That would be my next choice for sure. And I like Holloway on this one too. Solus is another S tier operator for this season. Solus, Aruni, and Azami. Those three are like definitely like top 5 or 6 operators on defense this season. If you always have them and then like an Oryx and a Mozzie, you really can't go wrong on console with that. Maybe mix in like a Smoke or a Mute, like a Doc, Capcan, a Jaeger, Frost, you know, Valkyrie. Those are all the best defenders now. But I need to start playing more Solus and Azami. Kind of slacking with them too, since they're the newer operators. But I'll start doing that, especially in my solo series. You guys see me play them more. I promise. That's going to do it for this video, though. This was actually longer than I thought it would be. I went through everything that I have. Even showed you a little bit of gameplay with my settings. If you guys want to see more solo series too, leave a like down there below. Subscribe if you're new. Comment any questions you have about my settings or anything else on the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.